Hello po mga kababayan, kamusta po kayong lahat? And once again, welcome back to another episode of Simply Talkies Vlog. Ang pag-uusapan po natin mga kababayan ay yung recent activity ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos dyan po sa Middle East. No? Kasalukuyan po yata siyang nandyan. No? Actually, nakipag-meet na po siya sa ating mga kababayan po dyan. No? Siguro pabalik na yan, no? Sunday, no? Sa atin. No, for the meantime, ang caretaker po ng ating bansa ay si VP Sara Duterte. Ganun po talaga, no? Wala ang pangulo, siya po ang inatasan na tulad ng dati, ikaw muna ang mag-acting presidente. Oo, hindi ka nang mag-request siguro ng kompi. Back naman, di ba? So bago po natin simulan ang ating pagbibigay ng opinion at reaction, i-flex ko lang po yan. Haya Nature Resort at punta lang po kayo sa kanilang Facebook page for more details. And salamat po sa lahat ng ating channel members, sa mga video premieres na attendees at ganun din po sa mga nagre-replay. Maraming salamat po and may God bless you all. So simulan na po natin. Unahin po muna natin ang Maharlika Fund kasi related po ito diyan sa pagbisita ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos diyan po sa Middle East. So, magre-recap lang tayo diyan po sa Inquirer.net. Ito po, Maharlika put on hold to bolster safeguards. Yan, na-vlog na rin natin ito. Sinasabi nga natin, ang sinispend lang naman ay yung IRR, hindi po yung mismong bill na o yung batas na pinirmahan ng Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Ayan. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. decided to slow down in launching the Maharlika Investment Fund to ensure that there are enough safeguards in the implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act number 11954, the law creating the Sovereign Wealth Fund. Ayun po yung sabi ni E.S. Lucas Bersamin. Quote, he wanted to study carefully the IRR to ensure that the purpose of the fund will be realized for the country's development with safeguards in place for transparency and accountability. Tama naman po. Tulad nung sinasabi natin kanina o nung sa mga previous vlog natin, kailangan matibay. Kailangan walang butas na pwede kang atakihin nung mga against dyan. Lalo na the likes of Pimentel, the likes of the progressive groups, no? Kailangan at least hindi yung sinasabi lang haste makes waste, yung sabi ni Lagman. Kaya maganda yan. Ako, pabor ako diyan para at least hindi sasabihin na kukurakutin lang nila ang pera. Di po ba? Tama, mali. It remained unclear whether Land Bank, DBP, and the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas would return the money they have contributed to the IMF. Kasi nagbigay na po diyan yung tatlong sangay na yan na GOCC, no? Ano po ang ano diyan, no? The law mandated Land Bank to contribute 50 billion and DBP to chip in 25 billion. So 75 billion na ito. The government is also required to contribute 50 billion to the MIF, which will come namely from BSP dividends. The President's directed to hold the IRR for further study came almost a month after the MIF was challenged at the Supreme Court. Solicitor General Minardo Guevara said on Wednesday that government lawyers were preparing to defend. Tama yan. Kasi ang nag-file po nung case na yon, ina-argue nila yung challenging the constitutionality of this Maharlika Wealth Fund sa Supreme Court ay si Pimentel, si Colmenares at yung kasamahan ni Colmenares na Bayan Party List. Yan po yan. Pero sabi po ni SG Minardo, they are preparing to defend the constitutionality of this Maharlika Investment Fund. No, ito po ang sabi niya. But we have been preparing our comments since the court's resolution appeared in the SC website. As how the suspension order of the President will affect the case, Guevara said, if the implementation is indeed suspended, it's up to the petitioners if they wish to withdraw the petition. But if they don't, and the SC does not suspend the proceedings either, the Office of the Solicitor General will be prepared to submit its comment on the validity of the MIF. Ayan, tama naman po yan. No? Kaya ito, Sundan natin yung mga susunod na kabanata dyan. Pero, ito po ang sabi ng Pangulong Bongbong Marcos dyan sa Inquirer.net din. Kasi nga, yung mga ugong-ugong na, ay, palpak, no? Minadali kasi yan, no? O, ito po ang sabi ng Pangulo. Bongbong Marcos says Maharlika Investment Fund pushes through. O, ano kayo ngayon? Di kasi nyo naintindihan IRR lang. Gusto lang busisiin yung ginawang IRR ng economic team o kasama dyan ng DBM. Para walang mistake, walang makikitang butas. Kasi yung mga nandyan, kaya nga sabi nila, maliit na butas, lumalaki. Papasukin ng mga ulalo maski na maliit na butas. Even butas ng karayom, gustong pasukin ng mga unggoy na yan. No? O eto po. Manila, Philippines. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Thursday said that Maharlika Investment Fund will push through, magaganap at magaganap. Ayun ang sabi niya. In a speech before flying to Saudi Arabia, Marcos said he was a bit alarmed about reports that the MIF was postponed. Ito sabi niya. I was a bit alarmed by the news reports early this morning that I read in the newspapers that we have put the Maharlika Fund on hold. Quite the contrary. Bersamin Quite the contrary pala ha. We are, the organization of the Maharlika Fund proceeds apace. And what I have done though is that we have found more improvements we can make. Galing, no? After niya sigurong mabasa yung IRR. Oy, teka muna. May kulang dito, mali yung pagkaka-word nyo ng sentence o dagdagan pa natin ng safeguards. Di ba? We have found the word we. Grupo sila. More improvements we can make. Di ba? Hindi siya singular, kundi plurals. Di ba? We are still committed to having it operational when? By the year end. 2023. Tuloy! He added, even though the memorandum sent to banks suspending the implementation rules and regulation was released through the office of the President by the authority of Marcos. Marcos also said that the Maharlika Investment Fund remains a good concept. We should not misinterpret what we have done as somehow as a judgment of the rightness or wrongness of the Maharlika Fund. On the contrary, we are just finding ways to make it as close to perfect, and ideals as possible. And that is what we have done. According to the President, the Maharlika Investment Funds implementing rules and regulations have undergone consultation with economic managers and involved personalities. We are encouraged by the reaction of our friends in the Middle East and for that matter around the world to fund and we're very encouraged that we are going down the right path. Tama! Diba? Yan ang presidente. Very firm sa pananalita. Maharlika Investment Fund pushes through. It will happen by this year end. Wala nang daldal pa. Di sasabihin ni Pimentel, di tuloy. Diba? Tuloy ang niyan, laban sa Supreme Court. Di tuloy. Ano ang sabi ni OSG? We will tuloy. Tuloy ang depensa, di ba? Ito na. Ito na maganda. Maharlika Fund na rin lang pinag-uusapan. Tuloy na natin to sa Saudi. Di ba nandun ang Pangulo? Ano sabi diyan sa Philippine Presidential Communications Office website? Maharlika Fund receives warm response from Saudi business leaders. At least warm welcome. Okay yan. Binabasa nila siguro. Hindi pa naman ura-urada yan. Dahil hindi pa naman natatapos yung IRR. Hindi pa na-implement fully. So, pinag-aaralan. Hindi yung, wala kaming pakialam dyan. Malamig ang nila. Di ba? Hindi. Warm response. Business leaders in Saudi Arabia expressed their warm response to the Maharlika Investment Fund on Thursday as they signified their intention to learn on the success stories of the Philippines in terms of its finances. In his opening remarks during the roundtable with the business leaders, Saudi Ministry of Investment Minister Khalid Al-Fali, I'm sorry if I cannot pronounce it right, said the Saudi investors are eager to learn from the Philippines' finances being one of Asia's most exciting markets. Ayan po mga kababayan, no, na-interrupt na naman tayo. May tumawag, no. Tuloy lang natin ito, no. Al-Fali added that Saudi's business communities are particularly interested about the MIF. O, ayun naman pala. Wala namang problema, no? Quote, "We want to connect you to key Saudi investors with impressive success stories to share and with a desire to continue building with international presence by investing with partners across the globe. The Philippines being a key one." Uy, talagang gusto nilang mag-invest sa Pilipinas. Ay nako. Hoy, DTI, Bureau of Investments. Nako. Akitin nyo to, mga multi-billionaires itong mga to. Kung bumili ng mga Rolex watches yan, duse-dusena. Tignan nyo na lang yung mga collection nila ng mga luxury cars. Nandyan lang, naalikabukan. Walang pakialam sa pera yung mga yan. Papasukin nyo, pero dapat, ano lang, business lang. Ha? Business lang. Wag naman na yung, mamaya, alam nyo na. I am pleased that we are joined today by leaders in the sector from Saudi Arabia who are eager to learn more about the investment opportunity in one of ASEAN's most exciting markets, yung Pilipinas, ha? And learn more about the newly launched Maharlika Investment Fund that you have launched under your administration. Ayun po yung sabi ni Mr. Yung Saudi Minister of Investment, Mr. Khalid Al-Fali. O, di ba? Al-Fali also lauded the Philippines for its efforts to make the country a cashless society by 2030 and for mobile finances, as he emphasized that the Saudi government can impart knowledge to their highly successful banking sector. Tingnan nyo, ang galing-galing naman. During the roundtable discussion, Mulhan Akbari, Executive General Manager of Public Investment Fund of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, expressed his interest in the Maharlika Fund. O eto pa, si Bandar Arhamali, the CEO of Jada, one of the Saudi's biggest investment companies, also expressed interest in the IMF. Nako po, ang dami mga kababayan. O ano na, Pimentel? I-scrapin ba? Ha? Ano na, Castro? I-scrapin ba? Inordinate, ano yun? Sinabi niya, a clarity. Ha? Nakakabastos daw. Walang malinaw na dahilan para magkaroon ng MIF. Haste makes waste. O ito, haste makes billions. Ha? Bakit ko sinabing haste makes billions? Isa sa mga dahilan, kaya ginawa yan, tignan nyo, pinresenta sa Saudi. Alam nyo naman ang Saudi Arabia. Diba? Largest producer of oil yan. Ang yayaman ng mga yan. Sinasabi ko nga sa inyo, yung sinabi kong kung bumili ng Rolex watch yan, naikwento po yan ng kaibigan ko dito nung nasa Switzerland siya. Nakasabayan niya isang prince ng Saudi. Pasok sa Rolex store, yung mamahaling relo. Putek, inggit nga siya eh. Siya wala, tingin-tingin lang eh. Yung prince, isang dosena daw eh. Bit-bit ng mga alala. Bali, wala magtapon ng perang mga yan. Diba? Tapon nyo sa aming bansa yan, kukunin namin yan. Huwag nyo lang itapon sa mga ganid na politiko. Dapat mapakinabangan ng mamamayang Pilipino kung ano man yan. Kung maghuhukay man sila ng langis dyan sa ating bansa, hindi isang tao, hindi iilang grupo lang ang dapat makinabang. Diba? Dapat ang buong sambayanang Pilipino. Yan dapat yun. O ito, kaya nila ginawa yan. Ano pa ang sabi ni Speaker, ha? Si Speaker Martin kasama doon. Ha? Yung inaaway nung kabilang grupo. Kasi daw tatakbo daw siya. Saan? Tatakbo pa uwi sa bahay nila. Yung isa naman, tatakbo sa palasyo. Yung inagawan o yung tinanggalan ng confidential fund. Bahala kayo sa buhay nyo, sabi ko sa inyo. Mag-away-away kayo sa confidential fund. Ako nandito sa mga topic na ayaw nyong tuunan ng pansin. Ha? Okay? Ito po sabi ni Martin. Oy Martin, bilang mo naman ako dyan ng pasalubong. Maski na isang Ferrari lang dun sa Prince ng Saudi. Nakatenga lang yan dyan. No? Monumental achievement. Naku, monumental ha. Tingnan nyo yung word, monumental. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Sa monumento. Sa Caloocan, di ba may monumento doon? Oh, monumento. Di ba? Diyan ako sumasakay, pauwi ng Gapo. Diyan din ako babagsak, pauwi ng Gapo. Ay, pabalik ng Gapo. Ano yun? Pabalik ng Manila. Ang gulo. No? Monumental daw eh, di ba? Oh, monumental achievement. Yan ba yung sa ano? Yung sa QC? Yung nandun sa QC Circle? Hindi, seryoso na po. Monumental, ibig sabihin, napakalaki. Monumental nga, monuments. Monumental achievement. Romualdez say Marcos Saudi investment deals will go a long way. The signing of these agreements, which promises a far-reaching impact on the Philippines economy and on the lives of our workers, is a monumental achievement of President Marcos. Oh, signing of agreements. Paano yung nasabing monumental? Ha? Bakit niya nasabing monumental? Kasi po, mga kababayan, eto ang laki ng investment na nakuha nila. Ha? House Speaker Martin Romualdez hailed President Marcos for securing the landmark $4.26 billion investment from Saudi Arabia firms. Ha? This is the fruit of his tireless efforts in fostering economic ties with our partners in the international community and exemplifies his commitment to securing a brighter future for the Filipino people in line with his vision for prosperous and globally competitive Philippines. Yan ang sabi ni Speaker kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Romualdez is accompanying Marcos in Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia where the signing of the multi-billion-dollar investment deal took place. The agreement is set to benefit 15,000 Filipino workers. It will open employment opportunities in human resources services and the construction industry of the kingdom. Construction industry. In a time when job creation and economic growth are paramount, this achievement will provide invaluable opportunities for our workers, particularly for our overseas Filipino workers. Romualdez assures the public that the House is committed to the investment fact. He vowed that they will enact any necessary legislation and provide oversight to ensure the successful implementation of these agreements. As these agreements come to fruition, the House of Representatives will remain steadfast in its support of the administration's initiatives to ensure that the benefits are felt by all Filipinos. The House Speaker say he is intent on providing further support to attract more foreign investments that will bolster the administration's efforts to secure a better life for all Filipinos. Yan nga po Kung yan man sinasabi po kasi nadidinig ko sa kanila sa iba, na balak pong maghukay ng langis dyan. Kasi daw po yung malampayang mukhang magra-run out na. Di ba? Dapat hindi isang grupo o pamilya lang dyan sa ating bansang makikinabang. Dapat buong sambayan ng Pilipino. Ayun po ang gusto na mangyari ng ating presidente. At ayun din ang ini-echo ni Martin Romualdez. Marami nagsasabi dyan, nagpapakapal na ng mukha yan, namumulitika na yan. Bahala kayo sa buhay nyo kung ano tingin nyo dyan. Para sa akin yan, kung igaganda ng bansang Pilipinas, ikaunlad ng mga Pilipino, dyan ako. Pero yung sasabihin yung tatakbo siyang pagka-presidente sa 2028, hindi po yan. Wala po akong bolang kristal. Yung mga magagaling sa politika, di kayo na. Alam nyo na ang galawan nyo. Bibala kayo na lang dyan. Ako yung mag-aantay na lang sa sideline. No? Eto po. No? Diba sabi natin kanina, yung Maharlika Fund, warm welcome sa mga Saudi businessmen. Eto namang kababayan natin, negative ang tingin dyan. Eto, Pimentel urged Marcos to abandon Maharlika Investment Fund. Ang conclusion ko, it is best for Marcos administration to abandon the Maharlika project, save your political capital, and let's not go into a very risky financial venture. Wala. Utak. Traditional politician. Yan lang masasabi ko. Abandonin mo muna yung Senado. Huwag kang makialam dyan. Tsaka sa naman i-depend nyo yung kaso nyo, yung kinaso nyo. No? I-depensahan naman ng OSG yung inyong ikinaso. no? Dayo pa sat-sat. O ito pa isa. Saan pupunta pera? Chis Escudero questions plan for Maharlika Pan. O. Senator Escudero had yet to learn about the plans for the Maharlika Investment Fund after its creation was signed into law. Kulang sa direksyon ang Maharlika Fund. Gaya nga ng sabi ko, saan ba talaga i-invest ito? Bigyan ko kayo ng halimbawa, ang isa sa pinakalumang sovereign wealth fund ay ang sovereign wealth fund ng UAE. Meron silang langis noon at alam nila, nakita nila na sa loob ng 45 taon na maubos ng langis nila, kaya nagpa silang mag-create ng sovereign fund at isinantabi nila ang windfall projects mula sa langis dito sa sovereign fund para i-invest para ang salinlahi ng mga henerasyon. At ini-invest nila ito, alam nila ninyo kung saan? Sa wind energy, sa renewable energy. Oh, bakit hindi ka magtanong sa Pangulo? Kaya nga may IRR di ba? Tinitignan maigi. Yun nga gustong-gusto ng mga Saudi. Saan pa? Alam din naman ng Pangulong Bongbong Marcos yan, kaya nga 'di ba sabi niya, inaano niya, we are making improvements to make it nearly perfect. Yan ang hirap sa atin eh. Suportahan nyo naman. 'Di ba kayong mga mambabatas diyan, suportahan nyo. Alam ko si Escudero hindi rin to bumoto diyan eh. Yan yung mga nasa gitna, pati si Madam Imelda to. Sorry naman po. Pati si Senadora Amy, hindi rin bumoto dyan. No? Ayaw nila. Pero kung ito magtagumpay, banatan natin sila. Sa totoo lang. Maski na pa si Amy Marcos yan, babanatan ko din yan. Isa ka sa mga hindi bumoto, no? Hindi ko sinasabing wala kang pakialam sa future ng Pilipinas, pero hindi ko alam kung anong nakita mo dyan. Now, we reap the benefits, hindi ka kasama. In the future yon ha, in the future, hindi ngayon. Okay, alis na tayo dyan sa mga nega. Ayaw ko kayong bigyan ng nega kasi alam ko marami na kayong naririnig na nega. Marami na kayong stress. No, bigyan natin kayo ng magagandang balita. No, puro kasi confidential pan, puro audit. Eto pa po, no, Presidential Communication Office, PBBM to Saudi businesses. Make it happen in the Philippines. Yes! Di ba nag-sign in na sila? Sinign in nila. Yung billion, ha? Okay, anong sabi niya? Make it happen. Hindi lang yung puro lang ay pirma dyan. No. We hope to see you all visit the Philippines to see what the opportunities are and for us as well for our part in the Philippines to bring our teams to the kingdom and further. We already have a very strong and very long standing people-to-people relationship which can serve as a very good foundation for any future endeavors between our two countries. Yan sabi niya. However, we should not limit ourselves alone to the labor market. We should also explore the new businesses that have come up since the end of the pandemic economy, and that is the area where I think that the GCC and ASEAN will find as a fertile ground for future investment and also for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Republic of the Philippines to further strengthen that ties. Tama yan. Ang dami kayang mga Pilipino diyan. As with this partnership will not only cover trade but other areas such as telecommunication, healthcare, energy, and even agriculture. He noted, adding that the central tenet of the government plans for the Philippine development is by forging the ups with private sector. As with that partnership, we can look forward to further growth, further strengthening and of our relationship and a better future for both our countries. Di po ba? Tama, mali. Ito po, no? Ito po yung mga nakuha dito. The 197 infrastructure flagship projects worth around 153 billion include those in water resources, $14.6 billion digital connectivity, $1.7 billion agriculture, $11.2 billion physical connectivity, $122.5 billion, dami nito, health, $2.3 billion for power and energy, $180 million and other infrastructures, $750 million. Ay, ang dami mga kababayan, no? Yikes! Ay, ang daming pera, puro billion. Nakakalula. Dollars pa, mga kababayan. Ako, ang dami niyan sa peso. Baka trillioners ka na. Trillioners. Tama ba yun? Di ba sabi nila, pag may bilyon ka, billionaire ka. Paano pag meron kang trilyon? Trillionaires. Oh, ang galing. Gazillionaires. O mamaya, maging dinosaurs ka na. Make it happen. Saudi businessman, make it happen. No? Maganda po yan. Okay. Next. Ito po tayo. Ito pang isang imbitasyon ng Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Manila Bulletin. Philippines invites Saudi to explore Islamic banking. Islamic banking. The DOF has urged Saudi business leaders to consider Islamic banking and financial initiatives in the Philippines given its favorable regulatory environment. During the roundtable meeting with potential investors in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Finance Secretary Jokno emphasized the promising prospect of Islamic banking and financing in the country given its 8% Muslim population. Ay, very good. Di po ba? Ayan, sige, subukan nyo po. Wala namang problema yan. No? Why not? Coconut. Eto pa sabi niya, ha? Marcos to Gulf states, ha? Ensure oil supply of ASEAN countries. Speaking for the ASEAN countries, not only the Philippines, tulad nung sabi ko sa inyo kanina. We call on the GCC, yung Gulf Cooperation Council, countries to help ensure the reliable and sufficient supply of oil and gas to ASEAN member states to respond in a timely and effective manner to the vicissitudes. Tibay naman ang English na to, mga kababayan. Vicissitudes of today's energy economics, deepening social cleavages, and the description of adverse geopolitical development. Ang hirap nito, mga kababayan. Ang hirap. Ang hirap. So, nakikiusap lang po siya na sana itong mga GCC, the Gulf Cooperation Council, o the Gulf pala. Ang hirap. Alam niyo naman tayo, bulol, di pa tayo marunong mag-pronounce. Gulf Cooperation Council o whatever, anong bagkas nyo dyan, no? Gulf, o yan. Na ensure nyo daw po yung supply ng oil sa mga ASEAN countries. So, okay, very good. Yun lang po yung pakiusap ng Pangulo. Huwag natin elaborate pa, no? Ito pa, meron pa siya ulit panawagan. Sa Philippine News Agency, dagdag na lang natin lahat, kayo naman. PBBM calls for peace, security, stability in South China Sea, Arabian Sea. Naalala niyo yung Arabian Sea? The Arabian Nights at Arabian Sea. Sino yon? Kung alam niyo, sige, i-comment niyo dyan. Sige nga, kung mahusay nga kayo. President Marcos Jr. on Friday urged members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations and the Gulf Cooperation Council to stand united to maintain peace, security, and stability in the South China Sea and the Arabian Sea. It is imperative that we work together to promote peace, security, and stability in both of our regions, the South China Sea and the Arabian Sea, grounded on the rules-based international order to ensure stability and prosperity of our countries and the rest of the world. Peace and stability are indispensable to ensuring continued prosperity in our respective regions and of the world. Ang problema lang naman dyan, alam niyo na kung sinong problema sa atin, no? Sa South China Sea, din check what? Sa Arabian Sea, no? Hindi ko naman alam kung may problema sila dyan o wala, di ba? Sila, problema na rin kasi hindi naman tayo sakop doon. Ang ano lang natin is freedom of navigation. Yan. So, mga kababayan, ito po yung, di ba, sabi kanina ni Martin, na 4.26 billion investment nga po yung nasign na, di ba, yung agreement. No? Ito po yung sinasabi ng DTI. Ito po yung sabi, no? The DTI said Saudi's Al Rashid Petroleum, investment company, and Samsung Engineering NEC Company Limited signed with Philippines EEI Corporation for construction export services worth $120 million. DTI also reported that Saudi's Algier Human Resources Company, ARCO, signed with the Association of Philippines Licensed Agencies for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for Human Resources Services Agreement worth $3.7 billion. The DTI added that Saudi's Mahara Human Resources Company Inc. an investment agreement worth $191 million each to the Philippines Top House International Resources Corporation and EGMP International Corporation for Human Resources Services. Parang mga mag-ahari ng mga OFW to. Kasi puro mga human resources, no? Di po ba? Tama, mali. Di ba? Ba't dami nito, mga kababayan? Wow! Ayos ito. $4.26 billion investment agreement. Na-sign na po yan. Sign. Agree sila. No? That we will invest in your country. Wow, magandang potential po yan. O eto pa, nangyari, no? Last na po na article. GMA News Online. Marcos, Kuwait, Crown Prince discuss labor relations. O nakita nyo, di ba, may mga problema tayo dyan sa Kuwait, di ba? No? Ito po ang ginawa ng Pangulo. President Bongbong Marcos Jr. and the Crown Prince of Kuwait, Sheikh Michal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabar Al-Sabah, had a bilateral meeting on Friday on the sidelines of the 2023 ASEAN GCC Summit in Saudi Arabia. The President Communication Office said the two leaders discussed labor relations. No? Yan po yan. Hindi lang daw po no further details kung ano na pag-usapan nila. Pero, nag-usap yung Crown Prince. Di po ba? Kasi suspended yung new visas dyan eh. Wala pong nagalit yata. Nagalit daw yung Kuwait o whatever kung anong dahilan nila. No? Marami. Mga buraot din naman kasi citizen ninyo. O ngayon, dapat lang mag-usap kayo. Kung ano man yung napag-usapan for further details. Kompi kasi. Ayan na naman tayo sa confidential file. Pumasok na naman. Kompi kasi. O, di ba? Confidential eh. O, di ba? O, kayo po, no? Yan lang po, mga kababayan. Kung ano pong mako-comment nyo, comment down below. So, yung mga usaping kompi-kompi, ganyan, mga audit-audit, kung ano man po ayaw ko munang sumali dyan. Kung meron mang balita tungkol kay Pangulong Duterte, siguro sasama lang natin, papahapyawan natin. Pero so much possible sa akin, ayaw ko munang makisali dyan. Dito lang muna tayo sa balita, kung ano man dyan, no? Sa AFP, sa DND, sa hacking, dyan sa Pangulong mga importante, ibalita ko sa inyo maski na naipag-iwanan na tayo ng isang araw, no? Kasi busy rin naman tayo, no? Minsan nauuna kayong nakaka-update ng balita kaysa sa akin, kaya sasabihin niyo ay boring na yan si Tokes, na alam ko na yan eh. No? Ganun lang po talaga, no? Alam niyo naman, mas nauna kayo kaysa sa amin, nahuhuli kami palagi. So, pasensya naman po, no? Pero nagpapasalamat pa rin ako at kahit papaano pinanunood ninyo. So, ang pakiusap ko lang, panoorin niyo po hanggang sa katapusan. Kung may mga ads man, kung gusto nyong i-skip nyo na yan para hindi po kayo matagalan. No? Kung gusto nyo naman tulungan yung channel natin, huwag nyo nang i-skip yung ads. Kung sobrang haba ng ads, mabot ng 15 minutes, 30 minutes, isang oras, skip nyo na. No? O yun ang isipin na, pang ano to kay Tokes. Hindi sige, skip nyo na. Ang mahalaga, malaman nyo yung mga balita, no? At hindi rin kayo maabala, no? So, at least alam ko, hindi lang naman ako pinanonood nyo, marami rin nagbabalita. Pero sa akin, ulitin ko, wag ko munang yung sila Dutertes, yung mga congressman, house, no? Kung ano man, siguro kung wala na ibang topic, yun na lang. Parang last resort na lang yun. Ayoko rin naman silang ibas, ayoko magbas, no? Kasi may kanya-kanya po kayong opinion. Kanya-kanya tayong opinion, no? So, kanya-kanyang reaction. So, yun lang po. At least ang Pangulong hakot. Humakot ng investment agreement, sign agreement. No? Talagang itong ating mga kapatid na mga nandiyan po sa ASEAN GCC Summit sa Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Gusto po talaga. Talagang gustong-gusto ng mga Pinoy, no? Mababait kasi. Tingnan niyo ang dami nating mga OFWs, the modern heroes. Saludo. O, di ba? Dalawa na po yan, kaliwat kanan, no? So, yun lang po masasabi ko, no? Sana hindi po kayo magsawang tangkilikin ang ating channel na Simply Tokes Vlog. At pasensya na po kayo kung maha-high blood tayo. Minsan tawa tayo ng tawa. Ganun lang po talaga. Comment down below and don't forget to like and share. Hope to see you on the next videos. Bye-bye. God bless.